It's been a long time since I posted a hard surface tutorial. This is very important one, because not only you're gonna learn how to create this gorgeous robotic arm, but also next week I will show you how to rig it animated only on your iPad. So stay tuned. Add cylinder, subdivide it by 3. Duplicate and rotate. Make sure the snap tools are enabled. Duplicate it, move it to the side, scale it down and validate it. Duplicate it again, flip it to the other side, position the pivot on the center. Duplicate it again, scale it down and move it up. Add a radial modifier. Duplicate the radial and the cylinder. Use one of them to punch holes. And use the other one as nuts. Give the cylinder a glossy grey color. Join them together. This will be the servo back cover. Select the opposite cylinder, enable local symmetry and move it down. Disable the symmetry and adjust the position. Move the pivot to the bottom center. Move this cylinder down, then duplicate it and move it down. Join the two cylinders to shape a T-joint. Then center the pivot point. Duplicate the T-joint, move it up and rotate it. Select the servo cover, select instance and move it up. If you want to move the instance, don't use the vertex target. We will use the vertex later to change all the servo covers. Add a torus, rotate it and move it up. Scale it up, increase the inner radius, and to create a 90-degree joint, change the angle to 90 degrees and then change the angle offset to 180. After that, manually adjust the size and the position to align it with the other parts. Duplicate the long arm and move it up. Duplicate the T-joint and move it as well. Make the bottom cylinder taller. Duplicate it, scale it down and move it down. Duplicate the servo cover. Don't use instance this time because we don't want this one to be affected later. Move it down, rotate it and scale it up. Select the bottom parts and join them. Put this part in the top of the hierarchy. Create an instance of the servo cover, rotate it and move it up. Now mask one of the servo covers, invert the mask and select a new color. And as you can see, all the covers instance changed their colors too. Clear the mask, add a new cylinder, move it up and subdivide it 3 times. Duplicate it a few times to make the head, then join the parts. Adjust the pivot point. Also adjust the pivot point on the long cylinder. Now join each servo with the cover. But make sure to select an instance before joining them. And adjust the pivot point of each part. Now parent the parts as per the robot parts order. And voxel remesh the 2 arms to fix the geometry. Now test the part's rotation. One more thing, you can add decals by using the mask tool. Select lock plus radius, change the fall off to 1, select the alpha of your choice, select front facing vertex only, add the mask to the surface, invert the mask and add a new color. Clear the mask and you are good to go.